Alright, here's 10.4 part 1, 0 exponents. I broke this section up into 2 videos because there's a lot of information and I think it's better to have 2 shorter videos than one really long one. How do you evaluate a number that is not 0? That means the base cannot be 0 with an exponent equal to 0. That's wordy. Let's take a look at what that means. 0 exponents. Any number with a 0 exponent equals 1. So what does that look like? Well, any number. 20 with an exponent equal to 0 is 1. 300 with an exponent equal to 0 is 1. -4 to the exponent of 0 is equal to 1. You get the idea. Any number I put in here, as long as it's got an exponent equal to 0, is 1. Kind of crazy, right? Now, that works as long as your base is not 0. So let's take a look at what happens when I do 0 to the 0 power. Oh, domain is wrong. Error. Not good. Can't do it. So 0 to the 0 power is called undefined. And we talked about just numbers. I didn't even think about decimals. So 0.3 to the 0 power, is it still going to be 1? Yes, it is. How about a fraction? 1/2 to the 0 exponent. Is that still 1? Yes, it is. Fractions, decimals, negatives, positives, any number in the number system, as long as it's not 0, with an exponent 0 is 1. Okay? So evaluate each expression. So let's look at number 1. 3 to the 0 power times 400. Well, let's evaluate. What is 3 to the 0? It is 1. 1 times 400 is just 400. Number 2, x to the 0 power divided by 5. Well, anything to the 0 power, even variables, because that is really a number in disguise, right? So any number to the 0 power is 1 divided by 5, and we can keep it just like that. Four times y to the 0 power divided by x. The 4 stays. Y to the 0 power is 1, and that x is on the bottom. 4 times 1 is 4, divided by x. Okay, 2 more examples, then we're done with the 0 exponent. I'm going to show this one 2 different ways for those of you who like the expanding. Let's take a look at what x to the 5th divided by x to the 5th looks like. Okay, so if you did it that way, x to the 5th, x to the 5th, and these all cancel, right? The answer is not 0. The answer is 1. Remember, you always have that invisible coefficient on each one of these. There's always a number. When these cancel out, there's still a 1 hanging on there. Now let's pretend you didn't like doing it that way. You wanted to do the shortcut way using the quotient property. You knew 5 take away 5 is x to the 0, which is also 1. Either method works. You're going to get the same answer. Same thing with the multiplication property. Let's pretend we've got a negative and a positive exponent there. Y to the -4 plus positive 4 is y to the 0, which is the same as 1. That's it for the 0 exponent property, basically. So Just hang tight and check out my next video for negative exponents.